It was one of the first images that revealed the horrors residents along the Israeli-Gaza border faced. Anat's 72-year-old grandmother was home with her husband when Hamas militants first crossed into Israel.
The terrorists came to the window of the shelter, started to shoot, countless shooting. Through the window, they shot at my grandfather.
Anat hasn't heard from her since the attack on Saturday.
She watched her husband die right in front of her. And right after, they got her on the motorcycle. And she had to hold the terrorist that just murdered her husband.
In response, Israel has been bombing Gaza and deploying its troops to border towns. In a video released by the army, soldiers go door to door to find any militants at this kibbutz held by Hamas. They managed to capture one while freeing Israeli hostages. But communities in southern Israel are still coming under rocket attack from Gaza. Here in Sderot, where people have been terrorised by Hamas militants, many support a massive military response.
There's only one answer. We have a lot of soldiers and we have a lot of strength and we're going to use it.
Just down the road, there are signs Israel's operation is entering a new phase. The military is preparing for a potential ground offensive. The order could come at any time. We're about 6 kilometres from the Gaza border, and as you can see, the Israeli military has taken up quite a large position here. Up until now, most of its assault has been coming from warplanes, but as you can see, that's Israeli artillery shooting in the direction of Gaza. As ash and dust fill the streets of Gaza, the besieged territory is at breaking point. Time is running out for the 2 million residents who've been cut off from critical aid and supplies.
Nothing is coming in, and what's in is dwindling very, very quickly.
Entire neighbourhoods and refugee camps have been flattened by Israeli bombing. Israel insists its strikes are based on intelligence. Hospitals are one of the few relatively safe places here. Space and supplies are running out.
If the generators stop, this hospital will become a mass grave. All these people are facing certain death.
Outside, relatives learn of their loss and collect bodies of loved ones. The hospital, doubling as a morgue, now also shelters Palestinians young and old. The prospect of an Israeli ground assault and wider regional conflict have sent the US Secretary of State to Tel Aviv, offering more military aid and assurance.
We will always be there by your side.
On the streets of Israel, though, there's disquiet with the country's leadership.
But I'm so frustrated and so angry what he did to us.
And I think this war, this conflict is like the biggest proof of their incompetence.
Polls show most Israelis want the Prime Minister to resign, but only once this war is over. Nick Dole, ABC News, Sderot.